In today's video, let's take a quick look at why moving away geographically or going no contact with an emotionally smothering parent is a really good idea. So I'm zooming in on this one point for today's short video because any child who's a victim of emotional incest may feel the pull throughout all their life to stay and take care of that parent somehow. After all, they've been taken over. That's their role all through growing up. And if this continues into adulthood, the child really emotionally is at the mercy of this parent. It's ingrained in here. Because it's ingrained in here, then it may be ingrained in your heart. And so sometimes we have to take some drastic action to pull ourselves out of that so it doesn't keep controlling us all through our lifetime. The golden child, and this could be a son or a daughter, is never really able to grow out of this type of control. That parent has control over you. That's what emotional smothering is all about. That's why you've abdicated your identity in a way to this parent. They run the show, not you. So a therapist knows when somebody is coming in for some therapeutic help to work on being a victim of emotional incest, that the work is going to be a lot easier, so to speak, if that parent has passed on or if that child has moved away or has no contact. Because we need to take off those shackles. Those shackles need to be pulled off and sometimes drastically pulled off. As you're watching the years go by for you, now your 30s, into your 40s, into your 50s, and so on, watch as how your life is withering away because you're giving control to this parent, the one who took you over. So if you really want to attack this in a way that's going to be meaningful and help you grow as a person and your parent is still alive, then you need to consider moving away geographically, just getting away in case you are still living at home. Everything separate from the perpetrating parent. This may be uncomfortable at first, but you need to feel uncomfortable. You need to come out of your comfort zone and learn to take on life on your own and see what you're all about. This is perfect then to bring up with a therapist because we can see what's coming up, where the fears and anxieties are and are all about, and this is how we grow. And of course, for a very toxic parent, we may need to go no contact. Now, this may seem cruel at first. In fact, if your friends, extended family are saying, "Why would you do that? I've met your mother, I've met your father, they're such a lovely person." Well, of course, on the outside, it looks like that because that's what emotional incest is all about. It's all about appearance. It's very covert. It's hidden. You can't point to a bruise, for example, with physical abuse. There's nothing to point to. But you know what's going on. You know that you've been turned into their little puppet, their little emotional slave, their little people pleaser, and you want it to end. So if you're struggling with this, you're still being pulled back and forth with the perpetrating parent, it's hard for you to find your sea legs to stand on your own, then this is when you can consider going no contact. If you want to grow, this is really going to help you grow. Because then the feelings about what it means to be on your own are going to be right in your face, and you'll see how much control this parent has had over you. Because initially you may very well struggle, and therefore enjoy the struggle. It means you're reclaiming yourself, you're reclaiming your identity. Struggle and see the benefit of it. And with the no contact, it doesn't have to be permanent unless you want it to be. You can try out a year or 3 years or 5 years, whatever you want, with all the conditions that you want. You call the shots at this point. You're the one who's been a victim of emotional incest, and now you're flipping that around and taking charge of your life and reclaiming yourself. So I get a lot of questions about going no contact, the pros and the cons. So I hope this video clears this up a little bit. Please leave me some comments below. Have you gone no contact with somebody in your life? What's that been like for you? Please subscribe to my mental health YouTube channel if you like these kind of videos. And until next week, this is Brad Shore signing off from Ask a Shrink.